The biggest lie that I have ever told myself is believing that I had to be somebody different or somebody that was better than what I used to be. And I tell myself that often, where I think about I have to be better than what I was, or that person that I was when I was 5 years old was somehow inferior compared to the way that I am today. But what I've realized is that that is not true. I have been becoming a lot more of who I used to be and really focusing on that as I've gotten older and really thinking about how can I be more of who I used to be and what did that actually look like of that person that still had curiosity and that person that still enjoyed the world around them. And I often think about all of us as we go through these moments of our life where we think that we have to be somehow professional and put together and have all of our life together and have other people show some respect and authority and all that kind of stuff, all of that jazz. And ultimately, it doesn't matter. When I'm dead, nobody's going to be caring about any of this kind of stuff. Maybe there'll be a couple of trace videos up there in 100 years where somebody's going to say, look at this dude in this crappy phone. But, that's it. That's all that really matters. And so I want to become like that kid that used to play in the sandbox when I was 5 years old a little bit more. I want to... Here's a funny thing. I want to be like that kid that used to play with the cat poo that was in the sandbox. Anybody that used to have a sandbox knew exactly what I'm talking about. There's always the local cats that would go and poop in the sandbox. So I want to just be that kind of person that didn't worry about what everybody thought of me and really focused on being myself, whatever that looks like, whether it is the person that swears to himself when he's doing work and he's stuck at his desk and he's grumbling and swearing and doing all of those kind of things, or being the person that's got food in his teeth. But I want to be that person that is himself and being more like the way that I used to be, where I stopped worrying about what everybody thinks of me and whatever that world looks like. Here's the crazy thing. This is weird that happens in academia. There's something that we have that's called tenure. And it is this process where everybody is looking at you and you have to get references from other people. You have to show, and a lot of other people, you have to show that you are somehow perfect and you're right for the position and everybody thinks highly of you. And I was so worried about all of those kind of things. And I look back and I had to sort of admit that was probably the wrong way of going about it. I should not have been thinking about what everybody was thinking about me and just being myself. This has been one of the most amazing things that has happened to me with being more social and being open, is being myself, being out in the open and showing people who I actually am. Because I have a sneaking suspicion that I'm okay. And I also have a sneaking suspicion that you're okay, but you are just doubting yourself and you think that you have to be somehow all put together. When I hear that, when I hear these moments where people are saying, I don't know if that's right, or are you sure, or I don't know if that's the right thing to do, or this doesn't look good. What I hear now, and I used to think about like, hey, this person was trying to have some sort of perfection. What I'm thinking about now is that this person is deeply insecure and they don't have any sort of belief in themselves that this thing actually works or that they're okay inside. So the only thing that I can say as a person now is you can see everything that I do. I'm out in the open. You can see my craziness. And I want to keep pushing that sort of boundary where I'm okay with being out in the open and showing people my life and showing you what I'm about. I think that we need to do more of this. I think we need to break the barriers that we have. We've got so much belief on what the world should be and how we should act within this world. We forget that we're human beings. And all of us were those little guys that used to play with cat poop in the sandbox, and it was a-okay when you were doing that. I want everybody to remember that it's okay to be yourself. It's okay to be that goofy person or whatever it is in terms of what you look like. You got to stop worrying about what the rest of the world thinks of you and just do it. Honestly, nothing ever gets done if you don't do that. If you just get up and you stand up and you just do it, regardless of what people say and what they do, they're gonna make fun of you no matter what you do. Honestly, they do. They're going to say that you're not good enough no matter what you do. I have thought many times, if I just worked harder, if I just did this thing, and if I just got up earlier and did all this kind of stuff, then everybody would be so impressed with me. And every time, they don't care. Nobody cares. So I think you should just be yourself, whatever that looks like. And just keep being that person, no matter who is making you feel bad or putting you down. Just be yourself and really just focus on how can I be more like that person that used to play in the sandbox many years ago. I wish the world would realize that, because we would be a lot better off and we would feel a lot more emotionally secure with ourselves. And as a consequence, the rest of the world is not going to suffer from our insecurities that we have. So, with that, I want you to go out and think about how you can be more of yourself, because I think it's pretty darn awesome, no matter what it actually looks like. All right, take care and have a wonderful day.